Hey everyone, and welcome back to Leon's Money Flow. I just wanted to make a quick update video for you guys since I haven't posted in a few weeks, and I just want to share what I've been up to and how my portfolio has been doing. So first off, why I've been quiet. So honestly, I've been struggling to come up with video ideas, and I think it boils down to the fact that when you actually know what you're doing when you're investing, it actually gets kind of boring. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that I know everything about investing, but if you do know a thing or two like me, then it gets pretty boring slowly because everything follows a pattern and you slowly get used to the market volatility. Especially as a long-term investor, I'm not making moves every day and I'm not trading in or out regularly. And so most of the time I'm just buying solid ETFs and holding them. And maybe every week or two I decide where to reinvest. That's all. And even when I am reinvesting, I'm only reinvesting into the group of ETFs that I already own. And so the only exciting thing that I've been doing recently is exploring option selling, which I made a video on, and it's actually been going pretty well. But outside of that, it's really just sticking to the plan, staying consistent, and letting time do its thing. Slow and steady. Also, I haven't been able to film any Beyond the Paycheck episodes with JJ lately, as he's been traveling for the past month. But once he's back in a few weeks, then we'll definitely get that up and running again. Outside of investing, I've actually been focusing a lot on my health recently. I've been working out 4 times a week at the gym and hitting around 10k steps a day. And honestly, I feel like I've reignited that fire for the gym again. One of my goals this year is to get into the best shape of my life, and I truly believe that getting physically healthy is just as, if not more, important than financial success. Because without your health, what do you really have, right? There's a quote that I keep going back to, and it says, "A rich man wants 1,000 things, but a sick man only wants one." And that really shifts my perspective. Health is something that we usually take for granted all the time, and we don't realize how valuable it is until we actually lose it. So for me, it's become really important to stay on top of that. And as someone who has not always been healthy, it's something I really value and cling to now. At the end of the day, health is wealth. Now, back to the portfolio. As you can see from the title of this video, my portfolio has been down 6.5k year to date. And that's mainly due to all the geopolitical tensions and the tech sell-offs. But here's the interesting part. Even though my portfolio value is down, the income that I've received from that portfolio has stayed steady. And that's something I really want to highlight. I like to think of it as I have a rental property and that's paying me about 2k a month. And the value of my rental property is subject to the housing market, so that's changing every week or so. But my rental income that I collect from my tenants is staying the same. In fact, my income from my portfolio would have increased because I've been buying consistently. But it stayed relatively the same because I decided to realize the gains and sell all the ETFs that were on my margin loan. For context, I did this to increase the buying power that I had when selling options. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how to handle the current situation in our markets. So when markets get shaky, you really only have three choices. Either do nothing, panic sell and realize your losses, or you can keep buying. Option 1 is good, but option 3 is even better. For what I've been doing, I haven't been selling, and I've just been buying slowly. And so what this allows me to do is pick up more income producing assets at cheaper prices, which boost my monthly income received. If you've been investing for a while, you're pretty much guaranteed to have seen a market dip. And you've seen the pattern of this all before. At first, dips feel scary, but over time, you start to see them differently, and these dips are just opportunities in disguise. You're literally getting good companies at a discount, and this makes you think about companies like Microsoft or Amazon, which have been continuing to grow year after year with more users and revenue. But now the stock price is back to where it was a year ago. So you're basically getting to buy a stronger company at last year's price. And that's a deal. But here's the funny part. When stocks are going up every day, everyone wants to buy. But when they actually go on sale, nobody wants them. And an example is Palantir. When it was flying up and approaching $200, everyone was saying, I wish I bought it at $100. And now that it's getting closer to those levels again, suddenly those people disappear. And that's just exactly how the market works. Benjamin Graham, who's the author of The Intelligent Investor, says that in the short term, the market is a voting machine, but in the long term, the market is a weighing machine. Legendary investor Warren Buffett says the stock market is just a mechanism that transfers wealth from the impatient to the patient. So, if you take anything from this video, it's this: stay consistent, stick to your plan, take care of your health, and don't let short-term noise shake you out of long-term gains. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and share this video with someone who might need to hear this, especially a newer investor who's going through their first dip. And comment below what advice you would give to someone dealing with their first market downturn. Let's have all the seasoned investors give advice to the newer investors down below. Make sure to subscribe to continue following my journey to financial freedom, and hopefully I can inspire some of you to start on your own journey too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.